Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another chapter review, the 5th chapter of Dead Rock. Welcome once again. We're going to be doing the 5th chapter of Dead Rock. Dead Rock is the writer and creator of Fairy Tail as well as Eden Zero. So really wanted to watch this, read this because it is obviously, don't like Fairy Tail. I'll throw that out there. But I do like Eden Zero, so I did want to give it a try. It is actually pretty good. In this chapter was pretty good. It was pretty intense. So before anything, guys, if you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, especially if you're watching up to this point. Make sure you check out my other videos. I have quite a bit of series that I review by chapter, and then others that I review by volume, and then also light novels and anime reviews, so check those out as well. I do have 4 chapter reviews on this series already, so check those out if you haven't done so by now, and you guys will be up to date with the story at least. Other than that, thank you so much for the love and support, and let's talk about this. So before anything, we have 2 things that we have to consider going on in the story. One, they're going against one of the teachers that is kind of a necromancer in a way. He is taking control of students, ex-students, and students that are current as well. And he's trying to take over this class because, I mean, why not, right? Well, while this is happening, they're defending themselves, and Yakuto, he became into his black dragon form, and he is kind of going berserk at this time. There you go. Berserk at this time. So he starts attacking his friends, specifically Hayan and Rei-san, and then Hani comes into play and starts defending. But before that, there's also another story going on, which is Frey. Now, Frey, she's a fire user girl, and she notices that one of the zombies that are being controlled by the teacher is her older sister. So she has this whole moment of she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know if she has to attack or not. And Mikito, which is another girl in the group, tries to knock sense into her, snap out of it. That's not your sister anymore. And she's like, no, I know she's in there. So she's kind of having her own thing. And again, Yakuto is kind of going berserk in his own level, and the teacher is enjoying this. He's enjoying that basically they're destroying themselves. Now, I want to note that Hayan, the ice dude, and then Raisen, the other guy that's with the blades, they both try their best to stop him, and they kind of fail. I mean, they don't get hurt, but they do kind of fail. The only one that actually puts an effort to actually do quite a bit of defense, at least, is Hani. Now, Hani, he is the dude that can basically become as big or as small as he wants, and he has the power of the God of Thunder, so he pretty much is doing a good job. Now, again, back to the story of Frey. They're trying to snap out of it, and basically Frey starts fighting her sister, and we get this flashback of Frey's background story, and basically Frey is there for a reason, and one is to look for her sister. She found her. She now knows what happened to her, but essentially when Frey was a little girl, she looked up to her sister a lot. So much that, her hand-me-downs weren't such trouble to her. She enjoyed that she got to wear the clothes of her bigger sister. She even got mocked for it and told the kids, yeah, but these used to belong to my sister, the strong one, so she was highly in loved and well respected her sister because of the position she was, and she was going to become the greatest, right? And she's like, you just wait, I'm going to go to school with you, and I'm going to be the greatest with you. And we have this kind of like moment of her fighting her sister, and eventually she is able to defeat her in battle and declares that she is the victor, and she finally has surpassed her sister in strength. Now, very emotional moment. Again, I cannot, stop saying that it's an emotional moment because it's, at least up to now, I don't know if there is in a way for her to be freed from, I guess, the hands of the teacher. But to now, basically, she assumes her sister's dead. She's long gone, no turning back at this point, right? Well, while all this is happening, she directs her anger to the teacher, very, very justly, and there is about to be basically a showdown. But before anything else happens, the principal shows up, the god figure shows up, and everyone stops for the exception of the black dragon. Again, that's Yakuto, and the principal puts a stop to him. Like, he punches him right in the face and stops him, knocks him out, showing that if at this moment and time Yakuto decided to fight God, which is what he wants to do, he wants to kill him, he would have no chance. It straight up is what it is. He basically says, well, first he's intrigued that he's a black dragon, but secondly, he puts him in kind of like in timeout, sends under to the dungeon, which is controlled by Lilith, one of the 4 demons, and she is succubus. Now, we don't really see much of her. I think we see her for like 2 pages, and that's about it. She's like, you're gonna stay here for weeks and blah blah blah, and she just kind of leaves. What's important is that we get this little girl who does show up, and I believe she's the one that helped him get healed last time from poison. Well, she shows up and is like, hey, I heard you want to kill God. Well, I can help you. I know a weakness, and that's how the chapter ends. She has intel for Yakuto, according to her, a weakness for them to be able to kill the god figure. So, yeah, that's the 5th chapter. Very emotional for Frey. We get a little bit of gauging of strengths. Yakuto is stronger than almost everyone in the class except Hani. Hani was able to put up a good fight against him, but still, although that is true, he's still a lot weaker than God. So, and then we have this douche teacher that I hope that they kill him in the next few chapters, because he is literally just ruining kids' lives just for his pleasure and to have them as puppets under him. So yeah, he deserves to die. Anyways, guys, that is all for the 5th chapter. I will be reading the 6th chapter as soon as possible, hopefully this week, and I will be posting them weekly, but you eventually will see them. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos in my channel and in my social media. Check out TikTok, especially if you like how the sound is coming out now that I have a new mic. I do have a video that showcases this mic with some RGB lights that it comes with, which is pretty cool. Yeah, thank you guys so much, and like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.